have something to buy for every style that they are. So for me, for my brand, it's more like leisure, just like the name Leisure Project. So it's more like casual stuff, and for PMID, it will be more formal. Yeah.
So just tell us a little bit more about Leisure Project. How did it come about for you?
I actually having a job, a real job, but then I still have free time.
Designing is also a real job.
So I start off as a leisure project thing. It's my part-time thing. So it's getting bigger and bigger, and then I got support from Gin&milk. Then here we are, like in 2 years' time, like from Instagram band, I come to showcase in Bangkok International Fashion Week. So I have to thank to Siam Center too. Yeah.
So what else? How would you describe your fashion identity or the Leisure Project's identity?
So leisure project guys are, they know what they want. They know how to dress, but not so loud. Like they like the products from Leisure Project are quite simple, but with a twist, like a jacket, but with patchwork. Or I really focus on how to choose the fabrics and make it subtle. Like our signature patchwork and panel patchwork and handmade stuff. Yeah.
That's so exciting. We've got so many up-and-coming young designers from menswear in Thailand here. And let's move on now to the other designers on my right-hand side. So tell us a little bit more about your brands.
So my brand PMID is kind of like formal wear for modern men. We focus on classic pieces like double breast suit, shirt, and the dress pants. So we like a bit different with the Leisure Project. Yeah.
That's a massive contrast between the Leisure Project brand and your brand, which is a lot more formal wear. So I see there's a bit of a pocket square trend happening. Tell us what's the top 5 tips for accessories or, you know, the essentials that any guy or modern man should wear or should have in their wardrobe.
The first thing that every man should have would be a navy blazer that you can match it with everything. Yeah, and kind of like a white pants. Yeah.
That is so hard to pull off, white pants, don't you think?
I think it's not that hard, but it's easily to match with like many colors. Yeah.
So what other accessories would you say would go with so the other 3 items in your wardrobe? What would be the accessories?
The lapel pin.
Pen. Okay. Oh, a pin. Okay, cool. What about the last 2?
The last 2.
Pocket square. I think the pocket square is made is full of the suit and everything is perfect.
Freshen up your look.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like yourselves tonight, obviously. So all this is from your brand, am I correct? Wow. You can get the whole look right here from Gin&milk. And you know what, just to come back to you, Fluke, you've got over 30 brands at the store, am I correct?
Yes.
You must be very, very busy.
Oh, so much.
So tell us, how do you select these 30 brands? Like, is it their identity that goes along with Absolute Siam concept, or do you just have a natural eye for these products?
Yes, we try to give the styling for the men's in Thailand, and how I select the brand with their character, and also the finishing of the product is really good, and they also have the exclusive product for me as well.
Amazing. So apart from these 2 brands, what would you say would be the top 5 that you like from your Gin&milk store?
Actually, I would like to say PMID, Leisure Project, Carbon, and Gentle and the jeans one on Bangkok.
Wow, okay, so it's a bit of a discovery for all menswear in Bangkok, am I correct? So, you know, like, you're discovering and exploring all these different brands that boys and Bangkok men's have never really heard of before. So do you think this concept would be booming, or would it be, you know, like this concept is going to expand here in Thailand?
Yeah, we opened around 1 year ago, and we are getting the good feedback from Thai customers as very, very well.
So is it Is it all local brands or do you have any international brands as well?
Yes, most of all is Thai designer brand. Yeah.
Would you consider expanding to international brands as also?
If we have a good opportunity, we will love to.
Okay, well, thank you so much, guys, for joining us for our little segment for Digital Fashion Week. And I would love to see you a lot more next year because I am also learning about menswear collections myself. So, anyway, enjoy the party.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, guys, now we've got 2 more designers coming up for all our interviews. And I believe Yvette will be interviewing the designer from Lalalove.
Yes, I will be, and I love the show. So yeah,
It had so much excitement. You know, all the kiddies as well as all the gender ladies strutting down the runway. I loved all the entertainment. It was just super fun.
Yeah, I know. I mean, well, I guess like Thai designers, what sets them really apart is the theatrics of it all. So yeah, I was a big fan of the show. It was really entertaining, but it didn't take away from the fashion. It complemented the fashion. Yeah.
The music and, you know, the lighting. And they also had swimwear as well. Did you see that?
I loved the swimwear, and apparently a lot of the inspiration was birds of paradise. So yeah, it's good to see some swimwear on the runway.
I know. As we are in a tropical country,
Yeah, exactly.
in Bangkok, you can always go for a swim here. All month long, really, regardless of the summer season.
Yeah. So what was your highlight from tonight?
Well, we've got 3 shows tonight, right? Sponsored by Absolute Siam. And I think it was just a mix of everything together. It was just so much fun. There were no rules. Like, you know, there was kids on the runway, like I said before, males and females, as well as women's wear, as well as men's wear.
There were a few bunnies.
Oh, yeah. The bunnies were definitely the highlight. Gosh, I cannot believe how those models walked down the runway.
I know. I think some of them struggled, but you know what? Nobody cared. Everybody loved it. It was something different. And I think that's the hardest thing for designers. Well, I mean, when I've spoken to or interviewed designers, that's what they find difficult is sometimes like keeping things fresh season after season because a lot of fashion is, you know, we've seen it all before, like in history, and things come back, trends come back. So, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen models walking down with bunny heads on before.
Right, and I mean, it's an accessories brand, 77th, and they have grown so much, and they're now doing a clothing line as well to go with the accessories, so that's very, very exciting. And he's just known for all the glamorous and really big, bold details. And as we can see tonight on the runway, it was definitely something that the crowd cheered on. And you know what? I cannot wait to have a chat to our little designer. Should we have a little look over and see if he's just being busy being interviewed by all the press.
Yeah,
But-
it's like you guys can't really see, but maybe if our cameraman can pan around, it's absolute pandemonium here. There is a number of Thai celebrities. A lot of the designers have come straight out of the tent. There's loads and loads of fans, and you know this wouldn't be Digital Fashion Week Bangkok without a bit of digital action happening there. Lots of pictures being taken, and I'm sure they'll all end up on Instagram.
I am sure. Well, Mai, who is a leading celebrity local actress here, she headlined or opened the show for all the 3 brands, donned in red gown, obviously, and all the celebrities and, you know, everybody here just stormed as soon as she came out on the runway. Like, everyone was just snapping away. And as you can see earlier, just now, they are still snapping away, and definitely they're looking very chic in red, as well as the party. The after party is sponsored by True, and that's their colour of choice.
Fantastic. Now, I have just spotted, I might just pinch this old microphone from you. I'm spotting Linda over there, but I'm hoping that she's going to come and shimmy over and talk to us. Let's have a look what's going on. Oh, actually, I'm going to hand it back to you. I'll be back with Linda later on.
Alrighty. Go grab her. Go get her. All right. Okay, so now we've just grabbed the designer from 77. Congratulations. So I will ask you some questions in English, and then I will translate for our audience online in English for you. I mean, and we can start continue to speak in Thai if you like. So first off, I will be asking him about the inspirations behind your collection and your runway today.
คอลเลคชันนี้นะครับก็จะเป็นคอลเลค
ชั่นที่เกี่ยวกับเซอร์คัสนะครับก็เพราะฉะนั้นเนี่ยเราได้อินสปิเรชันมาจากปี 1890 นะครับชื่อละครสัตว์ว่า Ling Ling Brother นะครับซึ่งตรงนี้เนี่ยเราก็ดัดแปลงให้มันเป็นชื่อของ accessory นะครับชื่อคอลเลคชันเครื่องประดับของเราก็คือว่า Bling Bling Brother ก็คือเป็นเครื่องประดับที่ sparkle นั่นเองนะครับ
Okay, so I'm going to stop you because I need to translate. So his inspirations came as from the 1800s, no, 1890s, sorry, the 1890s century, and that was where the inspiration came from the circus. Because I felt like I was in a circus, joining the party with all the birds and all the rabbits and everyone strutting down the runway, and it was super fun. And what was your collection called again?
The Bling Bling Brother.
Okay, so the collection called Bling Bling Brothers from this era was his main core inspiration. And how did you construct the different looks? Like, how did you separate them or...
ก็คือจริงๆคอลเลกชันนี้เราพยายามที่จะดึงตัวละครสัตว์ต่างๆออกมาจากภาพที่เราเห็นในละครสัตว์นะครับแล้วก็ทำให้มันมีความเป็นเหมือนกับว่าเราเห็นเสือแล้วก็จะมีกระเป๋าที่เป็นเสือมีกระเป๋าที่เป็นกระต่ายมีกระเป๋าที่เป็นรูปร่างกอริลลามากมายแล้วก็ดึงเรื่องนั้นมาเรียงลำดับร้อยเรียงกันให้เป็นคอลเลกชันของเครื่องประดับสัตว์ที่มีในโชว์นี้ก็จะมีทั้งสัตว์ที่เป็นกระต่ายนะครับมีเสือมีกอริลลาแล้วก็มีตัวที่เป็นนกกระจอกเทศเลยที่ลืมไม่ได้เลยนะครับแล้วก็ยังมีพวกอะไรที่เป็นนกด้วยเพราะฉะนั้นเนี่ยก็การเรียนลำดับเรื่องราวตรงนี้ก็ทำให้เหมือนกับโชว์มันมีสตอรี่ที่แตกต่างกัน
So I absolutely enjoyed the storyline of this show, even though, there was so many looks, but it was just incredible because you started off with the birds, the blackbirds going down the runway, and it was so theatrical. And then he was also inspired by the tigers and the swans. And he translated all of those onto the prints and the designs of the accessories. So it was magnificent. And what was the actual storyline like of your runway?
ก็คือเรื่องราวที่เกิดขึ้นบนโชว์เนี่ยนะครับก็คือเราเรียงลำดับเรื่องราวจากสิ่งที่เรามองเห็นเป็นสิ่งหลักก่อนแล้วก็ค่อยเรียงลำดับสิ่งที่เหมือนกับเป็นภาพโปสเตอร์ถ้าเห็นดูจะเป็นภาพโปสเตอร์แล้วก็เล่าเรื่องทุกอย่างเนี่ยเหมือนกับภาพโปสเตอร์ที่ออกมาเพราะฉะนั้นจะเห็นทุกสิ่งเนี่ยมันสัมพันธ์กันหมดเลยไม่ว่าจะเป็นเรื่องของโมเดลก็ตามหรือว่าอินสปิเรชันที่ฉายอยู่ข้างหลังแบ็คกราวด์
So he actually said the runway sequence was he selected it in the according to the poster that was shown as a backdrop to the runway and of according to its importance of how you ranked the animals' importance in the circus. Am I correct?
Yes.
So what have you got up next for your brand?
ก็ถ้าเป็นซีซั่นถัดไปนะครับก็อยากจะให้ลองมาดูว่าซีซั่นนี้เป็นละครสัตว์แต่ว่าซีซั่นหน้าเราก็อยากจะให้ดูว่าเซเว่นดิสวันจะเปลี่ยนเป็นรูปแบบไหนซึ่งตอนนี้เราก็พยายามที่จะรักษาคาแรคเตอร์นี้ให้มีความ crazy ในเครื่องประดับอยู่ตลอดไปนะครับ
So he's saying that for the next season he will still stick to his core fashion identity that is 77th, that is crazy, fun, and exciting and extravagant. And this time it was circus, but you guys have to wait and see what his next season is going to be. So thank you so much and congratulations for sharing all your amazing imaginations on the runway tonight. And now I'm going to hand over to Yvette King, who is our co-host, and she is going to be chatting to Linda, the designer from Lalalove.
Thank you very much, Kiki. Okay, well, Linda's having a bit of a photo taken, so let's just... Okay, Linda, finally grabbed you. Congratulations on this show. It was amazing. Everybody was cheering. How do you feel right now?
I feel overwhelmed. I feel excited, but it's like finished, and I'm so happy, so grateful. Like everybody came. Yes.
So the inspiration behind this was Birds of Paradise?
Yes, it's Birds of Paradise, because this one is called Why So Serious. So I want everyone to have like positive collections to against whatever situation at the moment. Like you love the world, you love the sky, you love the galaxy, you love the birds. And in some house, I kind of twist with the typography as well as humor or gimmick on the word on the t-shirt too. So
I did notice those, and actually your show was just so spectacular. Everyone in the crowd was clapping, they were loving it. You decided to have little kids in your show. Tell me why you decided to make these choices.
Because I think like people when you wear the clothes it's unisex and you can wear like like the kids and the professional models and even like very cool identical people. So I want to have like combined all those identical people together to make it interesting. Yeah.
Well, also talking about interesting, you had the what's that thing, like a Segway, like a hoverboard thing,
Yes, exactly. Because like the models kind of like do it on backstage on the fitting, and then I say, why don't you do on stage? Because like your character is like that, so just why not go for it? And then it's good.
Everybody loved it.
So it's
Let's.
that show is the best.
It was fantastic. I don't think that's ever happened in the world. Well, I've never seen it before. Now let's talk about your swimwear collection. This is your first one, right?
It's first one for launch, like officially the first one. Yes.
I saw a lot of high cuts. That's very on trend right now. Why did you decide to go for that as opposed to like the typical kind of bikini or whatever?
Yes, exactly. So I would like to go to like the extreme, but actually we have like extreme, like high cut and classic cut and bikini as well. So, but like when you do something, you do until like the top. Yes.
So how many pieces were in that collection that we saw tonight?
For this collection, for the model wearers, it's about 30 to 32. Yes.
Have you found, because I mean this is Digital Fashion Week Bangkok, have you found that the internet and social media has affected your brand?
It affects a lot actually when we post something on Instagram or Facebook. Actually, I'm not really good at it much, but I try to get into it, be honest. Yes, but I try to learn about IG a little bit, but I think it's for this moment, social is so important for people. Yes.
Especially for designers to get your name out there and people can see the clothes on real people, right?
Yes, and I'm so happy. People can see and people remember, and they have like any comments are so important to us. So,
why did you want to be a part of the Absolute Siam show here tonight?
Because we have the shops in Siam Center on 3rd floor on Thai Designer, and then we just like would like to participate in this event. I think this is perfect opportunity to spread the brand for people to see what we are, who we are, what we do.
Will you be back next year?
Of course, I will. Yes, I'm so fun, but yeah, so tired but fun. Okay.
Well, congratulations. It was a full house in there, honestly, guys. Like, it was packed to the brim, and the cheers and everything, you must feel so satisfied. Now you probably need some sleep, right?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Kapun ka. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Okay, guys, well, we've done all the interviews and everybody seems to have left. I think that's enough fashion for one day. But, guys, it is the eve of closing day. There's still plenty more to come. So stay tuned right here, Digital Fashion Week.